Good evening and welcome. You're watching Breaking Views with me, Sanket Upadhyay, a show where we get you all the views so that you get the complete picture. For a party which claims to be Kattar Imaandaar, which means dead honest, very, very honest. This party, in its previous avatar, when it was not a political formation, was called India Against Corruption. They led a massive agitation against corruption. They wanted to bring in the Jan Lokpal. Corruption was their main issue, because of which they formed the party. And that very party is now battling allegations of a cash for tickets charge. You see, this is not a normal allegation, because based on a complaint, the crime branch of the police, of the Delhi police, raided the residence of a sitting MLA of the Aam Aadmi Party. They found cash and they have arrested three people. One is reportedly the brother-in-law of the MLA and the other is the personal secretary. So there is a cash recovery and there are individuals who have been caught with cash who are relatives or very close to the sitting MLA. In a situation like this, can a political vendetta charge alone stick or stay relevant? Is this going to become a perception problem for the Aam Aadmi Party? What is this scandal? Let's get into a detailed explainer to tell you what has happened. Aam Aadmi Party MLA's alleged brother-in-law, reported brother-in-law, has been arrested. The reason why we use the word reported, because this is part of the Anti-Corruption Bureau press statement in a cash for ticket scam. Aam Aadmi Party MLA's kin and two other aides have been arrested. The complainant met the Aam Aadmi Party MLA to secure an MCD ticket for his wife. Aam Aadmi Party MLA, Mr. Tripathi, demanded a bribe allegedly of 90 lakh rupees for one ticket. This complainant, he paid the bribe of 30 lakh rupees and 25 lakh rupees to two other Aam Aadmi Party MLAs. That is 30 lakh and 25 lakh. And he said that I will pay the remaining 35 lakh once I get a ticket. The complainant then was not given a ticket for the wife, even after paying the bribe. This is all part of the complaint to the Anti-Corruption Bureau. Aam Aadmi Party's MLA's kin assured a ticket for the next MCD polls. That don't worry about this time, we will give it to you next time. The complainant then submitted audio and video recordings of as proof. Accused was caught red-handed while returning the bribe. Now this is part of the Anti-Corruption Bureau press statement. What has the BJP said? This has become a political issue. BJP MP from Delhi, Ramesh Biduri, says Kejriwal used to talk about right to recall. Today Aam Aadmi Party MLA from Model Town got 90 lakh rupees from a confectioner in the name of ticket through relatives. Will Kejriwal cancel the membership of his MLA? Somebody who buys tickets with money, what kind of a public representative would he be? Now, is Aam Aadmi Party on back foot? Manish Sisodia also spoke and he said Aam Aadmi Party does not sell tickets for money. Don't believe what people say. This matter will be investigated thoroughly. So the big questions that we are asking is this. Recoveries, arrests from an MLA's house. An MLA's house. What is the explanation for this? Can you just say that this is some allegation being made for political reasons? These are recoveries from inside an MLA's house. Number two, a perception blow to the Kattar Imaandaar party, dead honest party. Number three, will arrests impact Aam Aadmi Party MCD and Gujarat campaigns? You see, now there will be a big allegation that the BJP will have, which it will take to people that, look, we've recovered money. They are not as Kattar Imaandaar as they claim to be. Or, the last question, can the Aam Aadmi Party convince the voters that this was nothing but political vendetta? Those are very, very important questions in the cash for ticket scam, in which now we are getting some breaking news that the Anti-Corruption Bureau, or the ACB, has summoned Aam Aadmi Party MLA Akhilesh Pati Tripathi. He is the MLA from whose house this recovery was made and these people were arrested. Let me first quickly introduce our guests. We've got Mudit Agarwal, spokesperson of the Congress Party, and we have Shubh Malhotra, political analyst. Her views lean towards the Aam Aadmi Party. We tried reaching out to representatives of the Aam Aadmi Party for a debate, and in all fairness, let's tell our viewers this full disclosure right at the very beginning, the Aam Aadmi Party has declined to participate in a debate officially, by officially not sending a spokesperson. We do have people representing their view, but we do not have an Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson because they've declined to appear on this discussion. Mudit Agarwal, I would like to begin with you first. What do you make of this?
Well, actually, I'm not surprised. I'm, in fact, surprised that why it's been caught so late. This is a government of corruption and propaganda. Anywhere you look in Delhi, you see it's very well known, especially in the political circles, that Kejriwal government, whether it be an MC ticket or an MLA ticket, and even disturbing news even come out for the MP tickets, that, it always goes to the highest bidder. And this is something that you hear from the ground level. So I really want a thorough probe to happen in this, not only in this particular ticket, but otherwise what is happening in our party. You see, these are these allegations which have been raised by nearly everyone. Look, there are a lot of people from Congress who's gone to our party. And when these corporation elections were to happen in April also, there was a lot of hue and cry being made at the ground level in our party that tickets are being sold. So this is obviously something which has come into the fore, but I'm not surprised at all. The only thing surprising is why it's happened so late and why nothing like this came up earlier, although this is very well known that this is happening on the ground. Look, it is known for Mr. Kejriwal ji that it's a government of corruption. Let it be any government tender or any other thing. The idea is how to make money. I'll give you an example. Liquor scam is just one of them. Educational scam, which in which even classrooms, toilets were shown as classrooms. There are a lot of escalation of cost that happens without any, justification. So all these things have been happening for a long time. I'm really surprised why it takes so much of time for it to be uncovered.
Okay, Shubh Malhotra
is
a political analyst. I want to bring you in now. Shubh, this is, look at the Anti-Corruption Bureau press statement, which makes it very clear that the brother-in-law has been arrested. The personal secretary of this MLA has been arrested. There is a sting operation which is in the possession of the police where they were trying to return the money. Money exchanged hands. The complaint is very damaging that they first took the money but did not give the MCD ticket. In other words, this is a very clear case of a cash for ticket scam. It's a scam. What is the plausible defense for something like this?
No, of course, if there has actually been a scam and there has actually been a criminal activity, then it should be thoroughly investigated, and whosoever is found guilty should definitely be accountable. But at the same time, we all understand and the public understands that these are the times of elections, and this is one of the typical modus operandi that is expected from BJP's side with respect to any party that threatens them, and particularly in respect to MCD election, I would say they are in a situation of sticky wicket, and they use such methods, and they have been using, in fact, since the very beginning, ever since Aam Aadmi Party has come to the fore. Dozens of raids have happened. I believe, the
No, but then Shubh Malhotra, see, the thing is, in those dozens of raids, there was not a recovery from an MLA's residence. People who have been arrested with video proof has not happened inside an MLA's residence. There has not been a cash recovery like this at the very beginning. This is all undeniable proof.
Yeah, but undeniable proof of what? So at the same time, it needs to be investigated that where exactly was the cash found? Was it found in the hands of the very person?
What is your allegation? Are you trying to say that somebody planted that cash?
I'm not allegating anything. All that I'm saying is that these things have been known to happen and continuously happened against Aam Aadmi Party for a very long time. And the courts also have held the CBI, the ED at multiple times accountable to not being able to show anything with respect to...
Do you feel that this has been this particular case is going to be somewhat embarrassing, a big embarrassment for the Aam Aadmi Party? Now the Anti-Corruption Bureau has summoned the MLA to come and join the investigation.
Absolutely not. I feel if anything, it is going to be an embarrassment maybe 3 years, 4 years down the line for the incumbent government within the MCD that, they had to resort to such a tactic.
Mr.
And as far as Aam Aadmi Party is concerned, I think, I'm sorry.
Mr. Mudit Agarwal, your response.
Sanket, you just told me there is not a representative of our party here. In fact, it's been happening for a long time. Any debate which we had either on education scam or liquor scam, or even this right now, you would never see an Aam Aadmi Party official representative on the panel. But
no, this is a full disclosure because we are debating something as sensitive as this.
That's all right.
The Bharatiya Janata Party media cell does not send its representatives on the channel, and the Aam Aadmi Party has basically decided not to send a representative for this debate.
Sanket, I was saying something else. Sanket, I was saying something else. You just interrupted me. I don't know why. See, all I was saying was it's become a pattern now. So any debate which we have or any kind of scams of our party, be it liquor scam or education scam or scam like this, our party never sends an official representative, but you will always see an unofficial representative of our party is always there. Like, I mean, with due regard to my fellow panelists, the political analyst whom you were just talking to right now, she may write political analysis, but somewhere they are unofficial spokesperson of our party, and it's very well that at least the viewers should know that. Secondly, you see, Kejriwal, he have always taken a U-turn. What he used to say earlier before he got into the government was very different from what he's saying now. Earlier, he was the one accusing everyone right, left, and center of corruption and demanded that even if a slight accusation is there against anyone, that person should resign. But what is he doing now? Sitendra Jain is in jail and is still not resigned. I mean, can anything be more shameful? You have a person who is saying that I have lost my memory, but he still continues to be the minister. You have Mr. Sisodia, against whom there are very serious charges. Then you had other people like Mr. Asim, who was caught. There was a sting of him in which, he was caught asking for money. Why is Mr. Sisodia not resigning? I have not understood. I mean, what happened to all the morality that Mr. Kejriwal used to teach Indian people? I mean, at least follow it. That's the least you could do, but he will not do it. You see, for him, this is all a guard.
Okay, Gargi Nandi Roy.
Wanted political power, and
Ms. Roy. Okay, let me introduce Ms. Roy also. Ms. Roy, how do you look at this entire development?
Yeah, see, Aam Aadmi should feel embarrassed for it, and they must be embarrassed. That's why they have not sent an official spokesperson to your channel, Sanket. That's quite obvious. Now, see, like my previous panelist just said, that when Mr. Kejriwal came, he was that symbol of righteousness, and he fooled people, literally fooled people by using Mr. Anna Hazare, and then we have seen him changing his colors like chameleon. Today it is full of scams, whether it is Sitendra Jain, whether it is Amanatullah Khan, then there is the riot accused Tahir Hussain, you name it, and the leaker gate, everything, and now the con man like Sukesh is also blaming that he was extorted. Aam Aadmi Party is accused of extorting an extortionist. So that is the limit. And I will draw an analogy, Sanket, if you remember George Orwell's Animal Farm. Okay, here when in the beginning that character Napoleon, everyone thinks that he is a hero and all. And finally, what he becomes, a totalitarian regime, how he becomes. This is let me tell you, I really feel 1945, Orwell wrote Animal Farm. When I see Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, I really find that analogy between the main character, that Napoleon, and how his compatriots, how his accomplices were used. We have seen how Mr. Kejriwal used his people, why everybody had to leave, be it the journalist Ashutosh or Sazia Ilmi or Yape Mayank Gandhi. So it is so obvious, and people can see. And the main person, the complainant, is the husband of the lady, Gopal Khari. He complained. He had paid 35 lakh as an advance and 20 lakhs to Rajesh Gupta. He's saying that. And from his house. Now, if they keep on denying, like they did a big drama in Gujarat today of that Kanchan Jariwala that BJP has kidnapped and all.
Okay, sure.
And now he has come out.
Ajay Kumar Mahavar, BJP MLA from Delhi, is also with us. अजय जी गुड इवनिंग। अजय जी, अगर मेरी आवाज आ रही है, मैं आपसे पूछना चाहता हूं कि आप किस तरीके से देखते हैं, गुड इवनिंग, कैसे देखते हैं इस पूरे प्रकरण को? आपको लगता है ये छवि को चोट पहुंची है आम आदमी पार्टी की?
निश्चित रूप से मैं ये कहना चाहता हूं कि जो आम आदमी पार्टी है वो शराब और भ्रष्टाचार दोनों का कॉकटेल है। पूरी तरह से भ्रष्टाचार के आकंठ में डूबी हुई ये आम आदमी पार्टी है, जिसका चाल, चरित्र और चेहरा पूरी दुनिया के सामने उजागर हुआ है। और ये अपने आप को राजनीति बदलने वाली पार्टी करती थी, यह तो राजनीति में भ्रष्टाचार का दलदल वाली पार्टी निकली। और इन्होंने किसी चीज में, आप देखिए डीटीसी का करप्शन हो, जल बोर्ड का करप्शन हो, या इनका शराब का घोटाला हो, क्लासरूम का घोटाला हो, और अब ये टिकटों में भी घोटाला। 100% टिकटें इन्होंने बेची है, और जो लोग खरीद रहे हैं, जो परचेज कर रहे हैं, वो सेवा का भाव कहां से लाएंगे? सेवा नहीं होगी, वो मेवा लूटेंगे, वो जनता को दुधारू गाय की तरह लूटने का काम करेंगे। इसीलिए सीबीआई ने रंगे हाथ गीता रावत नाम की इनकी निगम पार्षदा को रंगे हाथ पकड़ा था। सीबीआई ने रंगे हाथ पकड़ा था। और सत्येंद्र जैन पर भी भ्रष्टाचार, मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग, हवाला कांड का के कारण वो कई महीने से जेल में हैं, उन्हें जमानत नहीं मिल पा रही है। और सिसोदिया जी भी जल्दी जेल जाने ही वाले हैं, इसमें कहीं कोई संदेह नहीं है, क्योंकि भ्रष्टाचार
देखिए आरोप सिद्ध होंगे तभी वो जेल जाएंगे ना, ऐसे तो आप हर किसी को जेल भेज दें, उसका तो कोई अंत ही नहीं है।
आरोप
सभी लोग जेल चले जाएं। अब आप देखिए जिनको आपने जेल भेजा भी है वो जमानत पर छूट करके भी आ रहे हैं। जिन लोगों पर आपने आरोप लगाया, आपकी एजेंसीज ने आरोप लगाया, जैसे एक विजय नायर थे, वो आ गए बाहर। अदालत ने कहा कि ऐसा वो जितनी गंभीरता वाली बात बताई जा रही है वैसा निकला नहीं।
सत्येंद्र जैन को देखिए 5 महीने हो गए, उनके यहाँ नगदी भी मिली, करोड़ों के कैश मिले, 200 बीघा से ज्यादा जमीन के कागज मिले, तो वो इसीलिए जिनको जमानत नहीं मिल पा रही है। लेकिन आज तक वो कैबिनेट का हिस्सा बने हुए क्यों बने हुए हैं? भ्रष्टाचार तो इनके।
शुभ मल्होत्रा, let me come to you. You see, many people are now reminding the Aam Aadmi Party of a very tall promise that was made during your India Against Corruption days. That if there is an allegation of corruption, a person must immediately resign. The corruption amount must be recovered from that person. I remember all of that. And now we see that this party is now standing very firmly with all those people who are facing these corruption allegations.
Yeah, so first of all, let me clarify that I'm not here as a spokesperson of
absolutely not.
Party, as was being insinuated by one of the co-panelists. But at the same time, I speak as a Delhiite and I speak as a keen watcher of politics. Sure. And somewhere, wherever I feel what is right, I speak as right, and whatever is wrong, I speak as wrong.
Sure.
And yeah, I see the kind of picture that is being trying to be painted over here. But at the same time, I would like to remind that in the case of Satyendra Jain, whose name has been brought up again and again, you know, the courts also have held the ED and the CBI responsible for not being able to share any sort of proof, any sort of credible proof, or even for the one-page FIR that they put forward for, I don't know, one can say anything on national media nowadays, but, you know, if you read the one-page FIR, it is nothing. And at the same time, you know, I'm surprised to see that, you know, people are now having to rely on the words of a con man, a proved con man, to actually try and pull down the credibility of Aam Aadmi Party, a party which on its own, on its merit, has come through time and again in elections, on its each and every promise has proven itself. And the biggest proof is the trust that people have put in them in 2015.
Do you feel this is going to create a perception problem for the Aam Aadmi Party in MCD as well as Gujarat elections? That you will go and say you are Kattar Imaandaar, people will ask you, or your political opponents will say, "Kahan Imaandaar? Cash for ticket."
Yeah, I think it will be more of a perception problem for BJP and Congress because, you know, they are seen as supporting a stand. You know, every time they come under threat, they just send their CBIs and ED and all of these other agencies across. So it is a big perception problem for them and not for Aam Aadmi Party. Okay. The way I see it, Aam Aadmi Party's perception stands with respect to their governance model, stands with respect to their model for education.
Sanket, I want to
Sure. I have completely run out of time. Mr. Mudit Agarwal, Ajay Kumar ji, Gargi Nandi Roy as well as Shubh Malhotra, thank you very much for your time. Let me now quickly go across to another guest. Mr. Ramesh Biduri is a BJP MP from the national capital, Delhi. Thank you very much, Mr. Biduri, for your time. Your first reaction to the arrests in Delhi at the residence of an Aam Aadmi Party MLA. क्या कहेंगे आप?
देखो, ये कट्टर ईमानदार एक बार नहीं कहा इन्होंने। केजरीवाल साहब के परसेप्शन बन गई है इस प्रकार के, लोग समझने लगे हैं अब। कट्टर ईमानदार, राइट टू रिकॉल, ये केजरीवाल साहब ने कहा था। जिन लोगों से लोग त्रस्त थे, परेशान थे पहली पुरानी 60 साल की सरकारों से, केजरीवाल साहब ने वो पॉइंट कलेक्ट किए सारे। वो एक IAS अधिकारी रहे हैं और देश के लोगों को गुमराह करके कैसे फिल्मों में भी जो दिखाया जाता है बेवकूफ बनाकर मैं सत्ता ग्रहण कर सकता हूं, वो केजरीवाल साहब की स्ट्रेटेजी रहती है। किस किस चीज को लोग चाहते हैं, लोगों की इच्छाएं क्या है, वो शब्द बोलते हैं, और उनमें से एक भी उन्होंने पूरा नहीं किया केजरीवाल साहब ने। उन्होंने कहा मैं भ्रष्टाचार समाप्त करूंगा, मुझे केवल आप वो लाकर दे दो कहीं ना कहीं कोई स्टिंग ऑपरेशन, मैं तुरंत एक्शन करूंगा। अब उनके मंत्री ही जेल में हैं, 6 महीने हो गए, 4 महीने हो गए, और उनके पास पर्याप्त सबूत है, अदालत उनको जमानत नहीं दे रही है। ये कहकर कब तक टालते रहेंगे कि मोदी साहब केंद्र ने फंसवा दिया, एजेंसी का दुरुपयोग हो रहा है। एजेंसियों को जब साक्ष्य सबूत मिल रहे हैं तो ये अरविंद केजरीवाल को नहीं दिखाई दे रहे हैं। मैं जो देखूंगा वही ठीक है, मैं जो सुनूंगा वही ठीक है, ये धीरे धीरे लोग समझने लगे हैं, देश के लोग, दिल्ली के लोग भी, और उत्तरांचल उत्तर प्रदेश के चुनाव ने परिणाम दिए।
विदुरी जी, मेरा आपसे सवाल ये है कि आम आदमी पार्टी से जो बातें निकल करके आ रही हैं वो ये कह रहे हैं कि आप इसको कैश फॉर टिकट स्कैम की तरह प्रदर्शित भले ही कर रहे हैं, यू मे वांट टू प्रोजेक्ट दिस एज अ कैश फॉर टिकट स्कैम, बट इफ कैश हैज बीन पेड देन अ टिकट शुड हैव आल्सो बीन गिवन। अब टिकट तो नहीं मिली ना, तो फिर ये स्कैम कैसे हो गया?
नहीं, टिकट मिलने का एक और पार्टी भी हुआ करती थी इससे पहले, वो पार्टी खत्म, विलुप्त हो गई है। टिकट इसलिए नहीं होता, ये एक व्यक्ति से 5 रुपए मांगते हैं, वो 5 दूसरे को ऑफर दे देते हैं, इनके दूसरे को 7 रुपए की, फिर उसको कहते हैं उसके 7 आ गए हैं, वो 5 दिया था बेचारा, बता भाई ये उस 7 वाले को दे रहे हैं, तेरे पैसे वापस लौटा देंगे। फिर वो बेचारा अपने जेवर बेच कहता है, वो कहता जी मेरे से 90 ले लो आप, फिर उसके 90 लेके रख लेते हैं। ये एक जगह नहीं है, ये मैं ही बता रहा हूं, तुगलकाबाद एक्सटेंशन की टिकट बोलियां लगाकर लोगों को पछाड़ कर और उनके ओरिजिनल डॉक्यूमेंट जमा कर लेते हैं कि ये कल को निर्दलीय ना भर दे, मैं इसको टिकट नहीं दूंगा। अगर कोई कैंडिडेट अप्लाई कर रहा है टिकट के लिए, उसके ओरिजिनल डॉक्यूमेंट्स केजरीवाल साहब क्यों जमा करते हैं, क्यों अपने पास रख लेते हैं कि वो नहीं कर पाए? क्या इसके पास जवाब है? नंबर 1। नंबर 2, जो कंप्लेनेंट है वो आम आदमी पार्टी का ही एक्टिविस्ट है, आम आदमी पार्टी के ही कार्यकर्ता के रूप में हलवाई की दुकान करता है। मेरे पास 3 दिन पहले उस व्यक्ति का फोन आया था कि मेरे को विधानसभा के सामने बैठकर ये डीलिंग हुई, मेरे को ठग लिया जी, और मैंने कहा सिविल लाइन में कंप्लेंट कराइए आप जाकर सिविल लाइन थाने के अंदर। दोबारा उसने मुझे फोन नहीं किया, वो अलग बात है, किसी और के पास भी किया होगा, और उसने 2-3 विधायकों के नाम बताए थे, उनके साथ मेरी बात हुई है। और ये 90% टिकट केजरीवाल साहब ने बेचे हैं, चंडीगढ़ से लेकर पंजाब से लेकर दिल्ली तक, ये सबको जानकारी है, ये आम हो चुका है अब केजरीवाल साहब के बारे में। वो जो कह रहे हैं प्लांट कर चुके हैं, तो वो लोग समझने लगे थे। और जो जिस क्षेत्र के कैंडिडेट लाए गए हैं, वो क्षेत्र के लोग भी जानते हैं कि मेरा कैंडिडेट इतने पैसे देकर टिकट ले आया है। हमारे हरकेश नगर में पहले टिकट डिक्लेयर कर दी, उसने कहा मैंने विधायक को 70 लाख रुपए दे रखे थे और मैं तो मीडिया में जाऊंगा, ये जाऊंगा, मेरे को ठग लिया गया। तुरंत डर की वजह से पहले की टिकट काटकर दूसरे को दे दी। कौन सा पैमाना है? मीडिया में फेस करो, उसका सर्वे बढ़िया है, क्यों उसकी टिकट बदल दी? ऐसे सैकड़ों दर्जनों मेरे पास एग्जांपल है। बदरपुर के एग्जांपल है, बदरपुर विधानसभा के, कालका जी के एग्जांपल है, तो एक नहीं है। तो जो आदमी भ्रष्टाचार करने की बात कर रहे थे, वो भ्रष्टाचारी तरीके से टिकट बांट रहे हैं। 90 लाख रुपए देकर जो कॉर्पोरेशन का टिकट लेगा, वो सेवा करेगा क्या संकेत भाई? वो सेवा करेगा क्या? उसने सेवा करनी होती तो टीबी हॉस्पिटल, सफदरजंग हॉस्पिटल, बहुत गरीब लोग हैं जिनके इलाज के लिए पैसे नहीं है, उनकी सेवा कर दो जाके। वो बहुत विधवा बहनें हैं जिनकी बच्चों की शादियों के लिए कर्जे लेने पड़ते हैं, उनकी सेवा कर दो भाई। 90 लाख रुपए लेकर सेवा होगी क्या? तो वो 90 लाख रुपए लेकर सेवा करने वाले नहीं है। केजरीवाल ने जो क्रेडिबिलिटी बनाई थी पिछले समय में, उसको वो कैश करके पैसे इकट्ठे करता है।
ओके, Ramesh Biduri, many thanks for your time and for telling us what you feel about this. Now, my colleague Ankit Tyagi also spoke to Aam Aadmi Party MP Sanjay Singh and asked him a question or two about this controversy, this scam or this charge. Let's listen into what he had to say.
दिल्ली में आप ही के एमएलए के जो सहयोगी हैं, एक बताया जा रहा है उनके रिश्तेदार हैं, वो पैसे लेते देते टिकट की बिक्री खरीद फरोख्त की बात करते हुए पकड़े जाते हैं। उस पर आम आदमी पार्टी को नहीं लगता कि कुछ गड़बड़ है, उस पर आप कह देते हैं कि देखिए हम करप्शन से लड़ने आए थे पर हम बिल्कुल ठीक हैं, चाहे आपके 2 एमएलए का नाम आ जाए, उसकी इन्वेस्टिगेशन अभी शुरू हुई है यहां पर। आपको नहीं लगता यह आम आदमी पार्टी के लिए बहुत ही परेशानी करने वाली खबर है?
अंकित जी, क्या किसी ने इन्वेस्टिगेशन रोका है? कि आम आदमी पार्टी ने कब कहा कि कोई जांच मत कीजिए? कब कहा कि भ्रष्टाचार के ऊपर कार्रवाई मत कीजिए?